welcome to Film Fights number 238. My name's Andy, this is Ollie and this is Will, and we're here today to review Red Right Hand. This is Film Fights TV.
Whoa! Film Fights TV. We set the rules, you make the films, you decide the winner.
Okay, so first up is 12 and 14 by the Smash Standard. Will, roll it.
This is a rematch in the blue corner from Honolulu, Hawaii, now living in San Diego, California. 1-0 as a pro at 128 1/4 pounds, Doug Esteban.
Fuck!
Sorry.
Right. It's broken, right?
Yep. 4 times as many years.
Christ, I knew it.
Can't keep doing this, you know that, right? You can barely use the damn thing as it is now.
But I won. I won the fight.
No, you didn't. You walked out with your hand raised, but you didn't win. Christ, you're 12 and 14, kid. Kid, you're 38 years old. You're no kid. You know, you're a 40-year-old punching bag with a losing record and a Fabergé egg for a right hand. It's over. So you start dealing with that, the better.
Oh no.
Twelve and 14. What did you guys think about it?
I liked it, yeah.
I liked it a lot.
It was
too.
interesting.
Yeah.
It was a good way of getting the red right hand in as well. Getting a bit
Yeah,
emotional in.
it was like the Schindler's List girl in the red dress.
Yeah.
Where everything else is
Yeah,
grey and black.
And I was also thinking like Sin City.
Yeah.
Where it's like black and white and then red. I thought that the hand didn't really look like it was real red. It looked more like you just smeared some red chalk or something. I don't know. It didn't look that convincing. The shots of the boxing scene, that looked really cool.
Especially the close up of the face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that one.
it was really nicely lit. Maybe the flashes, they looked a little unconvincing.
Yeah, along with the cheers, but actual shot wise it seemed very, very good.
Yeah. There was a few problems with the audio in the scene where he's with the doctor, and it like we couldn't quite hear everything that they were saying, and it sounded a bit.
Didn't quite get everything which was being said, but I think we still caught the gist of it, which is that he's not going to fight again.
Yeah, it's good that the performances were strong enough that you still understand what's going on in the scene. It just would have been nicer if we could, heard it a bit better. But from what we could hear, it sounded like it was pretty well written, and both the performances, both the actors did a good job, I thought. Yeah, I think overall it was a pretty solid film.
Yep.
So not many things I would have changed about that, really.
It was good.
All right, nice one. Next up we have Red Right Hand by Kids World Productions.
Okay, boys and girls, go ahead and keep playing. We're going to get the cupcakes and the juices ready to go, but leave these cupcakes alone.
nice. It looked like you had a really fun time making it.
And I have to say that from some of the film fights that we did, having a good set and a good crew like that, a big group of people, it's hard to organise, so well done on getting it sorted.
It was really funny when you brought the kid with the lightsaber, but it would have maybe just made it a little bit more cool if they just tried to be a bit more serious with it and pretend that they were like having a real serious fight about the cupcakes and like a life or death situation.
Again, like Ollie said, getting everyone just to be a little bit more serious at some parts, like maybe when they were threatening them, banging their sticks and that sort of thing. But other than that, it seemed really good.
A situation can be more funny where it's like really intense, and it makes it more funny because it's treated like it's a serious thing, and it's just like with toddlers.
Bigger juxtaposition.
Bonus!
The comedic factor and the actual seriousness of it.
The one part I enjoyed was where he's climbing underneath the seats, and it was because it was so close up. It seemed really intense, and then it just panned out, and the music was still there, but it was just quieter. And you're like,
that worked really well. Yeah, and also the whole suiting up sequence, that was really fun.
It's a very childish version of the Iron Man suiting up scene.
Yeah.
The whole kind of paint and then mask.
Maybe if it had like a sort of sound effect where it came down on his head like it was some sort of heavy metal thing. I don't know, maybe that would have made it seem a bit weird though.
Yes.
I don't know. One bit of music didn't seem to flow very well into the next one, so there was a bit of like, harsh connections there, which could have been sorted out maybe if you had like a bit of a space in time where it was just no music, and then you bring the other bit of music in so you get a bit of a break, and so there's not always music playing. But apart from that, I think you guys did a really good job, so well done and thanks for your entry. Our next film is from a group called Waste Makes Taste, and their film is called Trailer for the Red Fister.
What are you doing here? Shut the fuck up! You're so fucking bastard! Fucking cousin fuckers! Shit! I am the Red Fister. Get prepared to be fisted. Now you're fisted.
Good God.
We filmed our fair share of ridiculous stuff. Not quite on that level, but having fun's always important.
You could see it when the guy was really trying to hold in laughing while getting sprayed in the face.
With the blood, I'd say maybe add some flour or something, thickens it up a bit and makes it less kind of see-through.
Definitely not as family-friendly as the last one we had, but that's fine.
Especially
You can't
the end,
unsee it.
walking off into the distance, holding what I could only assume was someone's guts.
Thing
I got
going
reminded
for-
slightly of the trailer for Hobo with a shotgun. The kind of gore and just like mentalness of it.
Could have made it look like it was all dirty film and had like scratches and things on it to make that look even more grindhousey.
I know you were doing a thing called the Red Fister, and it was about getting fisted, but maybe slightly take it a bit more seriously. If you're doing a fake trailer, you probably want to make it seem a bit professional.
Jokes can be way more funny if it's this ridiculous situation but it's played for real.
Yeah, juxtaposing.
Bonus!
I'm getting the buzzword point. Could have panned out at the bit where I think it was a person getting mugged, because for a few seconds we just had a picture of a fence, given we still had noise, but I mean, we're basically just staring at a fence.
I think he was getting fisted.
It was nice that we got the sense exactly what they were doing without you guys explicitly having to show us that. Thank you for doing that, because if you had shown that, then we wouldn't have been able to show it.
And it's a good location as well. I'd say use that again for more of your films.
The thing is, we never really got who the characters were. We know that there's the Red Fister, but we don't know
If there's a villain.
what his mission is, what he's trying to do, what he's trying to...
I think he's trying to fist people.
Yeah, but we don't know who, and we don't know why. Now, maybe it would have been a bit more interesting if we'd gotten a little bit of that in the trailer.
Okay, guys. Well done on having a good time filming that. Always great to see people enjoying what they're doing. And thank you for entering.
This is our final heavyweight film now that we're going to review. It's called Till Death, and it's by Carter Cinema. Let's have a look. Ooh, nice opening.
I think we're gonna be alright down there. And then we're getting through that door. Got you a surprise. I saved it. Careful. Still gotta be quiet. Here. I know it's not the right hand, but there you go. Means the same. Shh. Said we had to be quiet. Emily. Emily. Emily! I'm sorry.
That one was good.
Another one that was sort of going with the Sin City. So,
Yeah, I was right. Yeah.
So yeah, we got two in the same fight, which is surprising, but I guess it sort of makes sense because red is like such a strong color when it's coming out in black or white. Your actor maybe could have been a little bit more convincing. We just didn't quite believe.
Yeah,
some of the stuff
it was
he
the head
saying.
grab, I think.
Yeah, obviously when you're young, it's difficult to play all the characters. So it's just a problem that we don't totally buy that you are a husband to somebody else. That's just an age thing.
If the zombie in it was actually makeup, which you guys did, I couldn't really was it?
It looked more like a CG thing.
Yeah,
More like
some of the
it in post.
CG in that was incredible.
Well,
Yeah.
either way, it was a very convincing zombie, like straight from Walking Dead. It was really good.
Yeah. I thought some of the lighting effects as well that you did with the light coming through the window and the shadows on the ground looked really well done. Then there was other stuff that could have used a bit of work. So like the blood, that was obviously, it just looked so much like water. And I know it's difficult to get a big amount of stuff that you can splash up in the air that is a liquid that isn't that, well, other than blood. I'm not really sure what it used, but
the other thing I was thinking is that when he's beating the zombie with the hammer, he's using his right hand. It would have been cool if when the hand goes down, it's fine, but when it comes back up, it's red as well as the hand which is moving along the floor.
Yeah.
Because then it would have been more reminiscent of husband and wife.
Another thing was when the right hand was sort of crawling along and the blood was trailing after it, that looked a little fake.
I think it was because you could see where they've been doing the CG, given the...
Yeah, and also just the blood on the floor looked a bit off.
Nonetheless, still quite impressive.
You got us beat with your VFX skills.
Yeah.
Coming back to the sound issues, like a few of the different films have had different bits which could have been louder, could have been quieter. In this one, I think that the bit that could have done with a bit more volume is when the hammer was coming down, because the sort of sounds of splashes and crunches, that sort of thing, was quite quiet, whereas you'd expect that to be quite a gruesome sort of
loud,
sound,
violent noise.
Yeah, especially with stuff that you're not seeing on screen. It's always really important to sell what's going on, so that your audience is imagining it really vividly with really strong, good sound effects. You can have a lot of fun just making them yourself.
Crushing an eggshell, I imagine that'd be quite good.
Yeah.
Crush.
Pumpkins as well are great for sort of stabbing sound effects. The whole production value was at a really good high level.
Yeah.
I thought, visually pretty cool. You got a good solid place.
Yeah, I like the different use of angles on all the shots and everything.
The music was really well done and creepy, and it was not overused, which was a good thing. It didn't overpower it.
Right at the end, where it was seemingly almost happy, kind of childish, happy music, that was hitting the juxtaposition that we talked about earlier on. It's been hitting that slightly creepy, childish sort of music with such a horrific sort of scene, and that really did it for me. That was quite a good addition, I'd say.
So thank you very much for your entry. We're gonna vote now. We don't pick the winners on the site, you do. Make sure you go and vote right after this episode on your favourite heavyweights and also your favourite middleweights. For us, what did you guys think was the best heavyweight?
Kids World Productions, simply for the comedy value. I enjoy comedy more than anything, and although the productions of the other three were all quite impressive and well done, I just think Kids World Productions got it down pretty good.
So you red right hand for Will, Andrew?
I'd probably have to say Till Death. Unlike Will, I'm quite like the technical side of it, the amount of CG that you used and how much effort will have gone into that, and still getting the point across with brilliant music and a good vibe for it. I'd say Till Death by Carter Cinema.
Yeah. For me, it's a really hard choice between Till Death and 12 and 14. 12 and 14 had a little bit better acting, but Till Death I think just about takes it, just because the overall production value was just a tiny bit higher. Our overall winner today is going to be Till Death, so well done, guys. Thanks so much, all of you, for entering. So the next fight coming up is called Lower Your Voice, and it's due April 14th. It's a fight where you have to make all your characters speak very quietly. That would be a big challenge for us, and it's probably going to be a big challenge for you guys, but that's the whole point of film fights, so I hope you guys can make that one. You've probably heard right now that Double Digits is being made by the Indie Machines. They're running a Kickstarter, and it's got a few more days until the deadline, so it'd be really helpful if you could go and give whatever you can. Subject matter about this guy named R.G. Miller, making his own little films is a great story. Seems like a really interesting documentary project, so go over there and give it as much support as you can.
This is the beginning of something truly amazing. I'm speechless right now. Really am.
Okay, now the link is here. They've got some great awards up, so I'd really recommend you going and checking it out. It's by Justin from Film Fights as well.
And Eric.
And Eric, yeah.
Yeah.
And we'd want you to subscribe as well, straight over there. And then, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, so shout-outs now to our middleweights and our lightweights. We've got Mr. Wild Goose Chase and R. Nikolov in middleweights. Thanks, guys. And in the lightweights, we have Goatfoot Productions, Sotan Productions, and I'm Relic Studios. Thanks, everybody, for entering. It's Film Fights TV! Whoa!